Oh man, good question. From the very beginning, when I was trying to convince my wife to get into it, was always like, well, what's our worst case scenario? And just starting with the flip, it was like our worst case scenario is we're just paying the mortgage on two houses, and we could handle that. It wouldn't be fun, but that was worst case scenario. Yeah, I think that's where I start with um, controlling risk. Is like, all right, if we're going to buy this apartment building today, this apartment complex, what if we get into a recession? What if rates go up? What if we get in a recession, occupancy goes down, delinquency goes up, things like that. I just think okay, what things can we control for? You can control for interest rates by locking your interest rate. That's one easy example. You can't control occupancy entirely. You can make sure that you're going to be okay even if you have to lower rent. That's one thing I look at a lot of stashes. I'm like, we're going in, let's say we're buying two beds. I don't know, they're renting for, 900 today. We think we can get them to 1,000. But what if rent pulled back to 850? What if, and usually in recession, rent doesn't drop by much, but it can. And occupancy can drop in a recession. So what if we're counting on kind of 93, 94, 95% occupancy? And what if it drops back to 90 or 88? And so in your underwriting models, you just want to put those numbers in and say, are we still at least easily covering the debt? That's where you want to be in those scenarios. It could happen. So that's how we look at it. And a lot of times that's, if you're going to underwrite it that way and prepare for that, you might not be able to offer as much as some other guys and girls. That's frustrating, but I think you got to make sure that you're going to be okay, even if worst case scenario happens.
Hmm. Yeah, you have to stress test it and
Yeah,
yeah, just make sure you're doing the best to account for any and all variables that might be out there.
for sure. Yeah.